Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. My name is Brenna Generali. I'm with Joyful Living Services, and I'm here with Crystal, and she is one of our IPA iridologists, our graduates. Hi, Crystal. Nice to see you.
Yay. Good to be here.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're doing, your business, and everything that you're doing these days?
Okay, so I'm out here in Boise, Meridian, Idaho. I'm a massage therapist for the last 20 so years. Been certified as an iridologist for the last year and a half, maybe 2 years. And been practicing my iridology through my business for the last year. I took this course in 2020 with Brenda, who's been amazing as not just a teacher, but a friend. Like she's walked through this whole experience with me. She's had the patience that I don't even know how to describe how patient she's been. Um, it took me a while to finally take my IPA exams, but she was right there with me along the way. And as well as everybody else that's taken these classes, whether before me and after me, we just come together as a team to help each other out. And if we're questioning something or if we have any questions, I know that I can always go back to that group of people and they're going to give their input with their backgrounds, whether it's in naturopathic or chiropractic or colonics or um, being nurses their whole lives, that they're looking at these eyes as well with that background and seeing things that I might not be able to see. I really love that about iridology. It's a community. So other than that, um, is there anything else that you would like me to add to that
Yeah,
sentence?
tell us about what you do. What's the name of your business? What do you do?
So my business is amnesia massage and better life iridology. I've had a lot of people ask, "What's an amnesia massage?" And my answer is, it's where you come in and you get a massage to forget about all your worries, aches, pains, any stressors that are going on outside of this little room and this little space. Again, been doing it for about 20 years. I also work at a spa as well. But here I feel like I can bring my iridology and my massage therapy to come together and work on the whole body as a whole, internally and externally.
All right. So tell me about your experience. I mean, we went to symposium together, and we rented a house down in San Diego together with Ivana and Idana and my daughter. Right? We all stayed in this house together for almost a week, and we went to the symposium, and you took us to the beach. And to me that was amazing because we didn't know each other than through IPA, through this iridology. So can you share a little bit about, the whole thing, the experience that you had and kind of how you feel about all that in regards to, meeting and everything?
Yeah. So that's huge. Again, that's where I feel as an iridologist, we're coming together as a community and we're doing it to help people. It's not just to make money or to sell product. It's truly wanting to help people. And not only did we go to San Diego together, which I'll touch on in a minute, but you came out as you were going through to take your daughter to Montana and stop by here. So not only are you my instructor for iridology, but I know I've made good friends with meeting you and through the class. And Ivana was in one of the classes that I believe it was one of the ones I audited. And Ivana's from Croatia. So having her come out here to the symposium and get to become a teacher of iridology and just spending that time with you in San Diego and all of us being under one roof and having that time together outside of class, even outside of the symposium and getting to know one another and hear what each other's contributions are to not just like I said, not just iridology, but in general to one another. I really feel like it's bonded us even closer. It makes me even way more excited to go to the next symposium. I love the symposium because it takes the people out from behind the IPA website to real life, and you're seeing the enthusiasm that they have and the love that they have truly for iridology and for helping one another. And it just it adds a whole new dimension to what we're doing and why we're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I love that time. It changes your relationship, right? It changes it from instructor to student, student to instructor to friends. It
Exactly.
changes everything. You make that heart connection with people, right? Okay, I
Exactly.
have one more super important question for you.
Okay. I'm so excited.
All right, so when I came out to Idaho and I saw you and I noticed your house and you're very artistic in your house. Very, you know, my house is very just very simple. Lots of wood, wood floors, wood furniture, and not a whole lot of decorations. Okay, I'm pretty simple. Come to your house and you've got like paintings and decorations and beads and all kinds of cool stuff, right? And so then I spend that time with you down. I spend that time with you down in San Diego, and I saw how fancy you dress. I'm very simple the way I dress. I wear usually the same suit and just very, very simple. And my daughter's very simple. And then, you were able to like spice her up a little bit and help her look for some new kinds of clothing, which has been very exciting for her, right? And so I want you to talk about that wall behind you, okay? That amazing
Oh, my
wall behind
wall.
you. When I first saw that, I thought it was a painting. And you've got the little circle there on your right side, and then you've got this amazing wall behind you. So, can you just, oh, that's a mirror. Oh, that's just
It's
a
a
mirror.
mirror. Yeah.
Okay.
And that
So,
says be kind back there.
okay, can you tell us about that cool wall behind you, like you told me before?
So this wall, I was trying to figure out how can I make it have like an accent wall. I needed more color in here. And I happen to be in a suite, so I'm surrounded by a lot of different like businesses, and a lot of them are hair businesses, and there's a lot of noise that comes with that. So um, I was thinking, how can I dampen that noise through a wall? Because paint's not gonna stop that noise, and everybody's saying to use those the sound dampening tiles, and I still didn't feel like that was gonna fit the vibe I was trying to get in here. So um, I went to the fabric store and was looking for the right fabric, the right texture, the right thickness, and found that, well, this is so expensive. It was like over $100 just for this material. And I thought, well, I love the blanket. Everything that I'm looking at is similar to the blanket I use on my table. So I went back to Walmart and got two king size blankets. And then just that's what I did is my husband and I cut and put these king size blankets so it fills up this whole wall to help dampen that noise from the other rooms. And all those paintings and pictures that you saw at my house, um, my grandkids moved to Texas in 2021. And I wanted to make sure that we had just built that home. I wanted to make sure that that home was filled with them and their love. And I didn't have any idea that they were going to be moving until about 2 months before they moved. So every Thursday, I would spend the day with them. And then any other time I could, I would. But that was my designated day off that I would go and spend the time with my four grandkids. And they've been, the oldest one is 17 now, and the youngest is 8. So I would go over there with arts and crafts, and we'd hang out in the park. Because I'm not like rich, don't have a ton of money, but I just wanted something that would be with them, and we were having experiences together. And so I knew I was going to do my house like a dark blue. I just love that deep blue. So I went over to their house with all these little 5x7 canvases and brought the right colors and glitter and whatever that was going to kind of match the household. And I'm like, okay, you guys got to paint all of these because I'm going to decorate my house with it. So, and you have to sign it so that way I've got your signature when you guys become famous that I've got these artworks back in when they first started. So I have a big, huge, I guess I like hearts, a big, huge heart made out of just blue and the 5x7 canvases that they made. And that's on my wall. And then upstairs was supposed to be their room, their big playroom. We have a bonus room up there, but I wanted it to be cool, like you were at a party when you're there. So I have a wall that has these lights that come down that change colors. You can remote control them. So it's like a wall of lights. And then some black lights in the lights that are on the ceiling. And so what I did is I went over to their house with some more canvases, but these were like 8 by 10 and glow in the dark and metallic and all these cool different kinds of paints. And they painted all these pictures. So all around the window and the wall, if you turn off all the lights and just turn the black light on, all those pictures glow in the dark. And it's like so cool. But all my art is them. It's all their stuff that we did together. So that's what the artwork that you see in the house. It's, just trying to make my grandkids a part of that, especially when I knew they were going to leave. I felt like I don't want to cry, but I just want to feel them around me all the time. So yeah, that's what you saw when you were there.
That's very cool. And iridology is very, it's analysis, right? And we're always thinking about, we get very serious when we're in class, especially when we're in level 2. We get very serious and we're looking at all the markings in the eyes. And not only we're looking at the markings, but then we're looking at what kind they are and how deep they are and what color they are. And we really, really get in there, right, with our little analytical brains. And so it's really, really, that's probably why that stood out to me, is because I'm so used to that. And then I come into your world and you're very artistic in all these different ways. And yeah, I just thought that was, that's something that I am not. I'm not super artistic in that way, and so is really when I saw that, it just showed me another part of you. Let's put it that way.
Yay. You're going to
Yeah.
make me cry because I just value everything that we have. I loved our time in San Diego to the point where I can't even go places and not think about you. I had to resend it because the post office returned it. But when I was in Aruba, I found this. So this is now my
Oh,
keychain, but I sent you one too because I couldn't help but think about you in Aruba. And it's so sparkly.
wow.
So you should
Wow.
be getting that any day now.
Oh man, now I have to run away from the computer for a minute. Okay, everybody, I know you're watching this video. Hold on, stay with Crystal for 1 second. Look what Crystal sent me when she graduated from IPA. I love this pillow. See, this is Crystal. I have this pillow. People love this. I have this pillow on the couch in my waiting room here in the
Yay.
office, and everybody picks it up and touches it and moves it and comments on it. What a beautiful eyeball it is, and asks me about it. So every time I walk in the office, guess who I think of? You.
Yay.
So yeah, so this
It's
was
because
like,
I love you. Did it? I love you.
I love you. This is great. Yeah. So there you go, everybody. So, just because you're an iridologist doesn't mean you can't be artistic and and let your personality shine, right? Like Crystal has. Thank you, Crystal, for spending time with us, and thank you for sharing. And I'm very excited about your new office.
Oh, well,
And
we can't forget about, so since we are in my new office, well, I've had it since January. That's when I took the big jump to become an iridologist, like professionally. But this is my iridology wall that has
wow,
all of my awesome iridology stuff. So people coming in for a massage can see it. And I don't know if I can show that up here, but I do have my IPA certification up there too. It's so exciting.
that's good. That is awesome. Very great.
Well, I know I couldn't have done it without you and everybody else. I mean, the Erics and the Ivanas and the Stephanies. I mean, everybody, I can't even give enough kudos and thank yous and appreciation. I'm so grateful for just being a part of this community, but that divine design that you came into my life exactly when apparently I needed to do it because I had heard about it for like I would say it was probably 10 or 15 years that I had heard about it and said, I need to check into that. And it wasn't until 2020 that I don't even know how we met. I don't know how, I couldn't tell you the exact moment that our paths crossed for me to be able to take that class, but obviously it was at exactly the right time. So I am so grateful.
You know what they say? When the student is ready, the instructor will appear. And
Yep.
when and it goes both ways, right? Because without students, an instructor can't instruct. Yeah.
Right.
So
And
it goes both ways.
I didn't even realize I was only your second class. I thought you've been doing it for decades. So, because Kara and Jackie were a part of your first class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought they were a part of this second class until I realized they'd already been through it. And I was like, thank goodness. Like, Kara has come and made these worksheets, and Jackie is just such a wealth of knowledge. I wish I could have her brain and computer knowledge. Like, I touch a computer and it just goes wonky. Like, even my computer, we've been trying to get this Zoom meeting forever. And my computer, of course, it's dead. I'm like, how? I know I charged it, but this, at least my tablet was going.
There you go. And you're the artistic person. See, so you don't need a computer.
Yeah, that's why. But see, look, I even have my iPad because I'm afraid to just depend on computers. I have to have the tangible paper because I'm afraid that'll be the time my computer shuts down.
All right. Well, once again, thank you very much for spending time with me and giving your testimonial and telling us all about what you do. And I know that you will be very, 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 very successful there in Idaho with
Oh,
iridology,
thank you.
helping
Thank
many
you for letting
people.
me come on and share with the world how amazing Brenda is as an instructor and is as a person, and her family is just, I just love them. Like, I wish I could reach out and hug them. But
All
thank you. Thank you so much for letting me do this.
right. Bye, Crystal.
Bye.